All right, with grilling season now here, the Maryland-based food company Perdue is wanting to spice up grilling season with their beer specially designed for making beer can chicken. Company announcing that they're teaming up with Torch and Crown Brewing Company on the limited edition drink brewed with spices that include rosemary, peppercorns, and other classic chicken seasonings to get you what they say roasting and toasting all summer long. A product only available online. It's on sale starting today, but it is here. Grilling season's here.
Yeah,
it sounds good.
That's a hard no for you.
It's hard no.
I saw you say
No, I'm
Definitely
just not
not.
a beer. In my chicken? No. Don't.
The rosemary.
Yeah, it adds a little
spices.
flavor. Yeah, just a little bit
No,
though.
and no.
I can't do it, but I would try with some sriracha sauce.
Yeah, there you go.
Anything with sriracha tastes good.
You ever
at
have
everything.
having like a carne asada, you could put like half a beer can marinated in the meat. That's very popular.
There you go.
Chicken, I don't know.
That's a no. Weather-wise, let's barbecue this week. I mean, all week long. It's looking great. This weekend, we are tracking some showers, but it's not going to be a washout, so we'll keep you updated on that.
All right, sounds good. Time to go grill. Thanks, Janessa. Thanks for watching DC News Now at 6.
Yeah, stay with us. We got the news at 7 coming up next.
Breaking tonight at 7, another arrest made in the school bus ambush in Prince George's County earlier this month. State's attorney says there's now a 4th suspect out there. Get the latest straight ahead.
Plus, an arrest finally made after the Rock Creek Park crash that killed 3 people back in March. How parking tickets associated with the car grew outrage around the DMV.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 7 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Tasmin Mahfouz, and breaking news tonight concerning the attempted murder on a Prince George's County school bus that happened back on May 1st.
Yeah, we can report tonight a 3rd teenager has now been arrested and charged in that case. We're told it's a 14-year-old girl, but prosecutors say there's still a 4th teen out there that hasn't been caught. Well, the first 2 were arrested last week, a 15-year-old girl and a 14-year-old boy. Now all 3 teens are in custody. They're being charged with first-degree attempted murder as adults. This alleged incident happened in Oxon Hill on May 1st. School bus was stopped at Iverson Street and Sutler Drive to let students get off the bus. 3 suspects then, according to police, got on the bus and started attacking a victim. One of them tried to shoot a handgun, but investigators say it jammed. State's attorney says these kids made adult decisions that have adult consequences. Now, only
we take these charges very seriously. We take their actions very seriously. We will pursue these cases in the interest of justice and public safety. And so I, again, impress upon parents to know who your children are hanging out with, know what they are doing, what they're getting into.
Only 3 students are believed to have gotten on that bus during that attack, so it's unclear at this hour whether all 3 who were in custody were on the bus or if police suspect one of them was involved in planning the attack. This is a breaking story. We'll keep you updated both here on air and online at DCNewsNow.com. All right, more breaking news tonight. A D.C. woman has been charged with murder for a crash that killed 3 people.
Yeah, the crash happened back in March along Rock Creek Parkway. U.S. Park Police confirming for us that 43-year-old Nikita Walker was behind the wheel of a Lexus that sped away from a traffic stop. And then minutes later, that Lexus driven by Walker slammed into another car. 3 men inside the car died. DMV records that we searched show the car driven by Walker had racked up more than $12,000 in unpaid traffic speeding tickets. We are following this story tonight. We'll have a full update on DC News Now at 9.
Also developing now at 7, an investigation is still ongoing tonight in what caused a crash in a Maryland work zone that sent a Maryland state trooper to the hospital.
And so it happened on I-495 eastbound in Silver Spring early this morning.
Yeah, our Dave Laval has followed the story for us for much of the day.
Yeah, Dave, what's the latest on the trooper's condition right now?
Good evening, Tasmin and Chris. We can tell you the unnamed trooper remains hospitalized at Baltimore's R. Adams Cowley Shock Trauma Center. As for the driver, who investigators believe is responsible for all of this, he's being treated at Bethesda Suburban Hospital. State police said 31-year-old Anthony Bowser of D.C. crashed into the rear of the trooper's car just after 4:30 this morning. The unidentified officer was in the marked car and had his emergency lights on at the time. 46 people died in work zone crashes between 2017 and 21, according to the latest numbers from the Maryland Transportation Department. More than 3,000 other people were injured. Maryland State Police urge you to use extra caution when you drive through work zones.
The reason the orange cones are out and the troopers' emergency lights are activated, and the reason those big flashing arrows are out there are to warn motorists that there's a work zone ahead, that there are people on the side of the road working to make our lives as motorists better.
State police told us they'll decide if there are any charges once they complete their investigation. The injured trooper is assigned to the College Park Barrack. We're live in Silver Spring. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Dave, thank you. And in the district, a multi-car accident sent 4 people to the hospital, 2 of them, including a 9-year-old. They're in critical condition tonight. The crash happened on New York Avenue Northeast in between South Dakota Avenue and Bladensburg Road. What caused the crash still remains under investigation.
And an update tonight after putting out a fire that tore through an apartment roof deck in Adams Morgan Friday night. Firefighters came across this here on your screen, a plaque that commemorated their efforts during a 4-alarm fire at the same building in October 2007. So here's a look at that fire. It brought the Adams Morgan neighborhood to a halt Friday evening. According to DC Fire and EMS, at least 24 people are now displaced. Red Cross were on scene Friday to help those people out. And drama on Capitol Hill over the debt ceiling as it continues to unfold. But everyday consumers are facing a dilemma about their own debt.
Yeah, DC News Now consumer reporter Ben Dennis is looking into option that people have to stretch their dollar.
While Congress is working to avoid economic catastrophe, consumers have headaches of their own, soaring credit card debt. Well, that's why we're profiling several ways to avoid personal default. Some avenues here, from paying down debt or debt consolidation. 30% of U.S. consumers have debt between $1,001 and $5,000. That's according to a new survey from Go Banking Rates. And consumer advocates offer ways to pay cards off, starting with a budget. More in a moment. But consumers may look to consolidate their debt, and possibly with a lower interest rate. NerdWallet offers consolidation loans with what they say is the best rates this month. Among them, Upgrade for loans between $1,000 and $5,000, 560 minimum credit score there. Plus Happy Money, loans between $5,000 and $40,000, 640 is your minimum credit score for that. And for fast funding, well, there's Discover Personal Loans, minimum credit score of 660. And back to paying off debt, well, here's how to possibly tackle this.
One is the avalanche method, which is look at your highest rate of interest on your credit cards that you're paying right now and attack one of those credit cards and get that paid down, but still make minimum payments on your other cards. Or some people like the snowball effect, which is they take a look at all of their debt, their credit cards, and they go with the one that has the smallest balance. They pay that off, and then they go on to the next card.
And on those consolidation loans, well, NerdWallet says look for low interest rates, flexible repayment terms, and consumer-friendly features such as direct payment to creditors. Ben Dennis, DC News Now.
All right, let's get a first check on the forecast. Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb. Not a bad way to start the work week.
Oh, we are loving it. Janessa, we're getting lucky too. We're getting it not just tomorrow, but all week.
Yeah, all week long, and it's going to be pretty difficult to be inside. So hopefully you get some outdoor time this week, because we're going to just be trending in the form of a good amount of sunshine. There is a haze in the sky, and you're kind of seeing that from live look out towards Hagerstown at this point on Dual Highway. But really, it's just dry conditions. conditions. Remember how we were trying to get out of that drought? Well, it looks like high pressure is going to remain in control all of this week, so it's not going to be really helpful to have all this dryness around the DMV due to us still being in that deficit about 2 inches. Right now, our temperatures at the 7 o'clock hour, middle 70s across the suburbs of the district from Noma, Ivy City, areas of Fairfax County. And then you head into Montgomery County, Rockville to Prince George's County, Hyattsville. Out that way, you're in the middle 70s. And so really daytime highs this afternoon back into the 80s, so well above average. Satellite radar just showing you this, just so you know, a few clouds from Woodstock to Luray. The rest of us are really just sitting under a good amount of clearing. Evening plans tonight, I suggest you do dinner plans outside. Let's go partly cloudy, break out the barbecue. If you're going to a restaurant, hopefully you're sitting outside. A nice stroll would be very pleasant. Around 9, 10 o'clock, we're still into the upper 60s. Uneventful weather week, but I am looking ahead. Want to prepare you for a holiday weekend. We are tracking a few showers. We'll look at that coming up.
Vanessa, thank you. And new tonight, with Memorial Day approaching, it's a special time to salute those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our country.
That's right. In Hagerstown, a veteran support group is offering camaraderie as they meet at dawn every day for boot camp fitness sessions. Now, they meet during the pandemic, but are back into their routine now. They pointed out that support for one another is important and make a special commitment to serving veterans everywhere.
They continually raise money for veteran dogs, the help dogs, veterans themselves, linking them to the resources that are available to them, because that's awesome. Always a challenge when they come back into civilian life.
Well, the group says they also found companion dogs that have proven to be a valuable asset for the veterans. Pretty cool group there. Also new tonight, public transit services in Frederick County, Maryland are coming up with a unique way to make bus stops cleaner and also safer.
Yeah, they're doing it with the new program called Adopt a Stop. Our Michaela Newton shows us how it works.
There are about 400 transit bus stops all across Frederick County, but the one right across the street is the first one to be adopted in a program called Adopt a Stop. Adopt a Stop was launched to keep Frederick County bus stops safer and cleaner. It offers a person or group to make a difference in their neighborhood, also becoming a part of a statewide movement to support public transportation.
They're responsible for cleaning up litter, reporting any damage, any graffiti, and just maintaining the services.
The military road at Fort Detrick's bus shelter was adopted by BOSS, a Fort Detrick organization.
A big thing for us is volunteerism and being involved with our community. So a lot of times we partner with organizations here on Fort Detrick for volunteer opportunities. So it's really a big deal that we're able to step outside the gate and kind of service the community outside of Fort Detrick.
It's the first stop in the county to be adopted, but transit services hope to expand the adoption to different organizations and bus stops throughout the county, all for the benefit of the passengers. Reporting in Frederick County, Maryland, Michaela Newton, DC News Now.